Hello everyone and welcome to my trophy video on Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
You know that Thievius Raccoonus?
Thievius Raccoonus.
Yeah, that's what I said. This game came out all the way back in 2002, and I just felt that 2023 was the year to complete it. Not counting all the time the game spent on PS2 with no trophies, of course. But now the Sly collection is on PS Plus, and I will honor my favorite group of thieves by getting all of the platinums. But first, let's talk about the trophies in the game that started it all. When I was younger, my intro to the series was actually Sly 2, and going back to the previous game, it's always an interesting experience. I would say that out of the three games, this is the most different. It still focuses on Sly and his friends, but they're not an established crew yet, and Sly has a lot to learn before he can call himself a master thief. In the beginning of the game, we see that Sly comes from a family of thieves who have been developing their skills for generations. When he was just a kid, a group called the Fiendish Five came to his home and killed his parents. And they also stole the Thievius Raccoonus, the compendium of thieving skills developed by the Cooper clan. Sly, now having no family, goes to an orphanage, and it's there that he meets Bentley and Murray, who become his best friends and later teammates in crime. But they can't make a name for themselves as thieves until Sly learns everything that his family can teach. So the trio head out into the world to hunt down the Fiendish Five and claim Sly's family legacy. Each of the five have their own unique areas with their own unique guards. In these areas, you'll have to enter different levels to collect keys. Some of them are traditional platforming levels, others are minigames. The minigames range from stupid easy to impossibly hard, mostly depending on your luck. Once you collect enough keys, you'll be sent to the area boss fight, of which it's mostly just memorizing a few attacks and how to dodge them. I do still hate this one, though. So it's a pretty straightforward game, easy to understand. Now let's talk about the trophies. There are 35 trophies to get in this game, and 13 of them you can get just for beating the game. Each member of the Fiendish Five is set up in their own corner of the world. Once you arrive in their areas, as I said, you'll take on the levels by going through the glowing doors. Usually you'll need 3 keys to go to the second area of the location and then 4 or so to access the boss fight. As in any game, you should keep an eye out for coins. Not just for the trophies, but health is pretty stingy in this game. A base level Sly will get you killed in one hit and sent back to the beginning of the level or the last checkpoint. This may seem weird to anyone who's played Sly 2 and 3 because in those Sly has a health bar. Well, not in this one. It's a one-hit kill unless you have a lucky charm. These lucky charms can be found in the world or level sometimes, but you will also be rewarded one for collecting 100 coins. So kind of the Mario rule. Doing this once will give you a silver charm, and you can stack another one on top of that, making it gold. This will give Sly 3 hits before he dies, 2 from the charm and 1 from his own health. The charms are super convenient to have. I hope everyone would be collecting them even if you aren't going for coins. Usually everyone goes for coins in this type of game, but now it's a little more necessary. And all you need to do is collect only 99 coins to get 3 trophies. So the stage is complete and the bosses are beaten. What's left? Well, all that's left now are the collectibles, the classic Sly dancing bottles. And like everything else, this is much different from the next 2 games. In this game, in every non-minigame level, so all of the regular platforming ones, there will be bottles throughout the level and a safe at the end. Depending on how big the level is, you'll need to collect anywhere from 20 to 40. Once you have all of the bottles for a level, find the level safe, which is usually towards the end, and Bentley will tell you the code. Inside the safes, you can find upgrades for Sly in the form of pages of the Thievius Raccoonus. Some of the abilities I can do without, but others are amazing, like not being able to fall into water or even dark holes. There are also things like coin magnets that just make everything more convenient. If you ever have trouble with the bottles and finding bottles in a level, skip the level and come back. One of the safes in the location from one of the levels will have a blueprint in it of the whole area, and when you find that, it means that when you're in a level, you can hit R1 and bring up the binocucom, and you can find the bottles by heading towards the green arrows, and you can scope them out pretty easily. I was doing my best to get them as I went, so I didn't leave a location until I found all of the bottles and opened all of the safes. And you can actually open all of the safes but one doing this. There's a safe in the Panda King's location that you need to basically speak Clockwork to open. So you can't open this one until you beat Clockwork at the end of the game, but that was the only one I couldn't open. Once the final boss was beat, I went straight there and got my last safe open and the Platinum Trophy unlocked. Quick note here at the end, you may have noticed that in the game there are some levels that have time trials as well, and considering I've got the platinum, there's no trophy for them. Well, it turns out if you wanted to complete the trials, your reward for finishing this is a special behind-the-scenes development video. A super cool touch from a game made in 2002, but at this point today, I feel like you can probably find the video online. And that was Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, a charming platformer from early PS2 era that spawned a series that I can't get enough of. This is going to be a common theme. I'm going to be going back to my grassroots, my favorite games as a kid, and completing them. Platinums on the way are the rest of the Sly series, of course, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. I'm currently playing through Proud Mode on Kingdom Hearts. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you have anything you'd like to say about the game or the Platinum Trophy, please leave a comment down below. You could also just say hi if you wanted. Who am I? Otherwise, I have been Steven. You claim to be you. Until next time.